Hey, I want to let you in on a secret that could change your life. I know that sounds kind of dramatic, but I say it because it changed mine. There's a whole school of art that you may never have even heard of, and it's practiced by thousands of artists around the world in lots of styles and all kinds of different mediums, but it all comes down to one single unifying thing: the sketchbook. Yeah, it's a thing. Sketchbook art. Now, it's maybe not what you think. I'm not talking about dashing off like quick little sketches that are preparation for a real piece of art. And I don't mean just a place for students to practice techniques. It's not a first draft. It's not a thumbnail. I'm talking about sketchbooks as the final canvas, where each page is a complete and powerful and beautiful piece of art. I'm a sketchbook artist, and I wrote a few books about sketchbook art too. So let me show you a few examples of what I'm talking about. They're so beautiful, aren't they? Some sketchbook artists work from their imaginations, some work abstractly, and others work from observation. There are artists who turn their sketchbooks into journals, travel journals, nature journals, or just illustrated diaries of their everyday lives. I do all three. You can go in so many different directions with this idea. We include writing and lettering. We can paste in ephemera like tickets and stamps and souvenirs. We draw maps and diagrams. We use our sketchbooks as a lab to experiment and to stretch out in new directions, or as an assistant to collect notes and lists and ideas and phone numbers, or a playground to just have fun. We can use regular sketchbooks that we buy in the store. There are watercolor sketchbooks and tinted ones and gigantic ones and tiny ones that fit in your pocket. Or we might bind special paper into handmade books of our own. We work in ink, pencils, in watercolor and gouache, markers, acrylics, collage. There's just no limit. We can reproduce our sketchbooks and publish them as books or zines, or share them on social media, or exhibit them in galleries and museums, or just keep them privately for ourselves on special shelves in our studios. Sketchbook art can be really beautiful and powerful, but it's also something that you can do. Anybody can. Don't be intimidated by the quality of some of these pages I've shown you. Sure, sketchbook art can be a sophisticated art of the highest level, but it's also a great way to begin making art in the first place. A sketchbook is so accessible and affordable. I love how it fits right into my life. I can work anywhere. I don't need a big studio and lots of supplies to start. I don't need special skills or knowledge. I started years ago with just an inexpensive sketchbook and a pen, and now I have hundreds of books packed with art. A sketchbook is a safe place to make art, too. You can express yourself freely in its pages, and then you can close the covers and protect it from the world. Or you can hand it to someone you trust to share it with. It's your world, and what a huge world it can be. Why don't you dive into a sketchbook? In another video, I'm going to show you what materials you need to start, and there's no end to where you and your sketchbook can go. I hope you'll give it a try.